It was like the funny emotes.
The emotes.
And then it was all chatting.
All chat because no one could see it.
Maybe I'll stand up and go punch the other players. I don't know what's next. Maybe I'm just too old for this. Like, I'm just over the banter.
How are you? How are you feeling?
How
do you feel?
I feel, I feel like fine. But yeah, I mean, the losing part sucks. The losing part sucks. But I don't feel like super discouraged or anything. It's just, it's just tough. I mean, it's hard too because the season is so fast.
Yeah.
Because we only have 6 weeks instead of the original 9.
Yeah.
So it's not like you lose 2 games and then you go back to the drawing board and then maybe you come back and maybe lose another 2 or something. It's like so much more punishing when you have a week that's bad because you lose 3 games and then you have so much less time to figure out like what you're good at.
Yeah.
So I feel like that's kind of made it more rough, is just the fact that the season's so clear.
Do you feel like when you guys lose, the beginning of the week, you guys are still running with the same strat, or are you trying to make like in-between game decisions and learnings? Because that's tough.
To a degree, we've made like some adjustments if we've lost maybe like the first 2 games. It kind of depends on how they go as well. But for the most part, it's been like finish the whole weekend or the whole week, and then try to figure out what we're going to do for the next week.
Yeah.
But I mean, we've made some adjustments. But yeah, we obviously don't have that much of a solution right now, so it's kind of like on the fly a bit. So
this last game with TSM, it was close. It felt like the composition got to the point where it was doing what you wanted it to do, which is better than some of the games that you've had in the past where it's like, oh, you guys just got ran the fuck over, right? You on the Poppy were stopping Insanity, you were preventing TPs from Hanser. Like, it felt like that worked, but just one big fight around Baron didn't quite go your way. Yeah,
I mean, I didn't play particularly well. I feel like that game, definitely one of our better early games.
Yeah.
But I mean, TSM obviously is not really they weren't really like pressing anything too hard. I think for us, it's kind of like similar to a lot of games where when we get into mid-game, we're just making a lot of mistakes where we just lose like a lot of gold for free. In that game, they just pretty much took like all 3 towers for free.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, it's kind of just hard because obviously we're trying to figure out like the early game and not like get blown out. And then we have less practice in the mid-game, so it's like even when we get to the mid-game, it's like we're not exactly super prepared. And yeah, I think for us, it's just we're always just trying to get better, and I mean, I'd rather have these games where it's winnable than obviously getting like rolled over in 10 minutes. But I mean, losing sucks either way.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, this game was winnable. Like the first TSM game was winnable. I think it's just tough when you don't have a ton of experience being in like a more even game state. So.
Yeah, I mean, this is a team that has experience now, right? Kenvi still maybe the least experienced player, but Blue's all-star, played over in Turkey. You've obviously, all the memes around it, the 30-year-old has been playing forever. Tactical's having a good split. Treats come in and things change. How do you guys, with all your experience, get on the same page? Like, what in practice can help you get there, or is it just performing on stage because practice is yielding some benefits?
Yeah, I mean, for me it seems like there's not really much else to learn in sort of practice. I mean, we're trying to figure out what's working well with certain picks for certain players, but I think for the most part we're like not going to be learning all that much more.
Yeah.
Especially since you don't have like that much time left. I mean, realistically, how much are you going to learn?
Yeah.
So a lot of right now is just trying to figure out like what picks people are good at or comfortable with, and then kind of hope for the best when it comes to stage. But yeah, that's pretty much the game plan for a while now.
All right, I have this might jab a little bit, but this isn't meant to be a jab.
Okay.
It was just something that came up. I was asking players who types the most in all chat, right? And so JoJo's name comes up, your name comes up.
I haven't typed it all this year.
In the past, right? I've been asking everyone.
I did it before it was cool, and then people ran into the ground.
That's what I was going to ask. Have you done it this year, and if so, or if not, why or why not?
I haven't done it this year. I pretty much have everyone, like, I pretty much just mute everybody. Because a lot of people do still type in all chat, less in the games and more like in practice.
Yeah.
I think Tactical types the most for our team or something.
Okay, that's what I was
But yeah, I used to be big on it, but then it got kind of played out. I think I would like to think I was the best at it early on. And then JoJo like has always been doing it, but the way he does it is very like as you'd expect a Zoomer to just be very non-stop, like incoherent blabber. So that's kind of his thing.
Yeah.
But everyone else, I mean, some people still type or whatever. But yeah, I don't know. It got played out. Everybody started trying to do what I was doing, being clever and whatnot. And then it was like, whatever. I'm kind of over it.
So then what's next?
I don't know. Because it was the emote spam. It was like the funny emotes.
Z-emotes.
And then it was all chatting.
All chat because no one could see it.
Maybe I'll stand up and go punch the other players. I don't know. I don't know what's next. Maybe I'm just too old for this. Like, I'm just over the banter. Yeah, I don't know. I guess I'm over the banter. Maybe a little bit. I'm just strictly business now.
Yeah, I see.
Plus, it's not as much fun talking shit when you're like losing every week. You know what I mean?
I don't know. Maybe there's like some love of consistency in it. You know, it grounds you.
Yeah.
It's like I'm going to the game, and
maybe that's what we need. We need the swagger.
I think you need to go back to all chat. You know, it can't just be JoJo being like, "Come gank mid more." It can't be that.
That's funny. Actually, what I really should do.
I like the woof woof, man.
I need to pressure them and tell them, be like, what? Be like, wow, guys, TLB is way harder than this. You guys are slacking. Like, you guys should be winning way harder.
That's
than
right.
This.
That's how you catch the throws, man.
Yeah, yeah. You're like, you guys so scared? Like, why are you guys so scared? Start Baron. I don't know. Really try to get in their head.
I always appreciate our interviews, Colin. I know that it's not the easiest when you lose. So thanks, man.
Oh yeah, it's cool.
So is it 7 in a row? 8 in a row?
8 in a row, man.
You guys went 2-0, and then I bought the stock, and now it's just dropping. Yeah, come on, true. Man!
8 in a row.
What do you guys need? Do you need to yell? Do you need to yell at each other? Y'all seem fucking nice.
I think.
Maybe Treat's not so nice.
That's funny.
Sorry, Treats.
He's got a lot of ammo for the nutsack after the season, that's for sure. No, I don't know. I mean, we just gotta play better, to be honest. I don't feel like we're really like doing anything like really all that wrong. It's just definitely just have to play better. So, yeah, pretty much that.
All right, guys, I tried to get Colin to give me something spicy.
Something quotable?
Yeah, the quotable thing is I might punch someone.
That's really funny.
The title of this.
There you go.
As always, a pleasure, man. Appreciate you.
Yeah.
I need you to get some wins. Come on, I predicted you guys to make it to playoffs.
Sure, we'll get some wins.
Come on, man. You got a couple of who do you have the rest of the week?
We have TL and C9. Next week.
Next week. Big upset.
TL's on the down, though.
Yeah. Big upset.
They're coming back to earth.
I feel like they're tiltable. Because they might not
earth.
understand what you're saying in English, but they see that you're all chatting.
That's true. They just think the worst.
Bring back the all chat. I'll find you tomorrow.
Yeah, that's funny.
All right. Thanks, man. Appreciate you.
Thank you.
Hey, guys. Thanks for watching this episode of Digon Esports. And you know, it hasn't always been easy getting my thrills since I'm a one-man band doing everything here. So to get my thrills, I get them from Tolli gummy worms. You know, they want nothing more than for you to bite into their delicious, sour heads and bodies into pieces. Personally, I like the raspberry blueberry flavor. It's really good. You should go ahead and get your own. Check it out. And get the mind-warping, tongue-twisting sour thrills only at Tolli.com. That's super funny.